What's up, boys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of Elsinore. I'm just waiting until midnight because Ophelia wants to speak to us. I'm just gonna fast forward this a little bit. Shit, and I thought I was gonna be transported there to the castle, to the bar automatically, but apparently not. Are we going to miss the event where he speaks to us? I fucking hope not. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. I'm here.
Hello.
So, you came after all. Strange, I've never been out this late on my own before. I don't know what compelled me. Yes, I seem to have that effect on people. You promised me a story and I've come to collect.
Drink, perhaps?
Then have a seat and a mug of wine and I'll tell you all my secrets.
My lady?
Tell me, my lady, have you ever been to Athens? Athens? I've hardly been here. What a pity. I was there once, ashore to make a trade with my crew. In the middle of the night, I awoke to hear the most beautiful singing I'd ever heard in my life. It was a woman's voice calling to me through the darkness, and I felt so strange, as though I must certainly find that voice. So I stumbled out of my quarters into the deep dark forest beyond the city's lanterns, and there I became truly and deeply lost. After what seemed like hours, I burst to a wooden glen and saw her, the queen of the fairies. She wore nothing, and her hair was down to her knees, woven with flowers. Even so, I sensed that she was strong. When she glanced at me, I knew she was deciding whether to greet me or consume me, as though we were a massive spider. As though she were. Oh, come now, surely you aren't saying fairies are real. I make no claims, my lady, beyond what I saw that night. Titania pulled me into her arms and everything went strange after that. I thought she kept me there for years, wandering her woods, listening to her singing, lying on beds of flowers. She told me she loved me and demanded I love her in return. I told her I could not. She promised never to let me leave until I was hers. Did you and she lie together intimately?
So it would seem.
I think so. It's hard to remember, but I think so. When you're pulled into the embrace of a being like that, nothing makes sense. Still, I always knew I didn't love her. Sometimes she brought other mortal men and women into her fold. They professed their love to her immediately, and she consumed their hearts. Some sick way, I wanted her to consume my heart too. I wanted to give in, but I couldn't. Something wouldn't let me. One night, Titania grew furious. She raged at me, threw me against a tree with the force of her magic. She buried me under the earth, so I couldn't breathe, tore my limbs apart and grew them anew. She demanded I gave in. Still, I refused, with the last of my strength I had. And when dawn came, Titania spat me out of her web, leaving me alone in the woods. And when I found my way back to my men, they hadn't even realized I was gone. All those years I'd spent with Titania amounted to but one night in the mortal world. Doesn't that seem impossible? That time would pass in such a strange way? Somehow, I don't find that impossible at all. Tell me, do you think you've ever been in love, my lady? I was, once. What was it like? You mean you've never been in love? I cannot say I have. Loving women and having been in love are rather different matters to me. Well then, it's wonderful. It's painful too. You spend all of your time thinking about the other person, what they're feeling, whether they're happy. Their pain becomes your own. When they suffer, so do you. Even when you aren't in love anymore, that link still remains. I know he's suffering even now. And when you lay with him, what was it like? Was he sweet to you, or was he cruel with you as some men are? That's, of course, I forget you're a lady of the court, please forgive me. I never told anyone about it, that's all. I'm terribly sorry. Have I embarrassed you? If so, please accept my gravest apologies. No, it's not that. Are you still in love with him, then? I don't know. I've known him all my life. We were children together. He's not just a person, he's home. You can't easily stop loving someone when they're all you've ever known. And I've explored what a future with him might look like too. Explored, you say? In what manner? You wouldn't understand. It would only sound peculiar.
Oh.
Well, I can offer you something a little less peculiar, I think. Kiss Othello? What? Sure. Look, dawn approaches. Felt as though it was but a moment. Seems you have some magic powers of your own. You know, I'd like to see you again tomorrow night. That is, if you aren't dissuaded by my boldness. Perhaps it could be my turn to hear you tell a story of your own. I'll be waiting. Sweet dreams. I'm grateful for the time we've spent together. I hope to see you in my bar soon.
Now then.
Please be safe on the road back to the castle. The men who threaten my establishment surely find their courage when the sun is down. Alright, Ophelia's feelings for Othello. That's interesting. There's another event in which Othello wants to speak to us alone. So let me see what's happening right now. Alright. Reynaldo? What's this event in the... What's going on in the Castletown streets? Oh, okay, it's... I don't want to watch the performance, no, that's fine. We'll learn about Bernardo, yeah, I'm sure. They go into the bar as well? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We've already known this. Let's see. And I just fucking missed. No, wait. Yeah, I've missed it. Hamlet and Irma have a nice chat. Just missed that. Or maybe that didn't happen at all? I'm not sure. No, it did happen, I think. Okay, now Irma and Gertrude are gonna speak. Let me get the keys. Cool. Alright, let's just skip this. There's another event happening in the future now. Gertrude tries to discipline Hamlet. This is going to be interesting. Wait. Gonna wait a bit, see what happens. Not sure where it's going to happen, but surely is. Let's go see. Oh, in the forest path? That's not a good sign. But the three of them are there already as well. You want me to put on an act? Oh, but I have already. If you think my disgust is all but thinly veiled now, you'll have only to wait.
How could you?
You cheated me out of my inheritance by marrying that idiot Claudius as soon as you could remove father's hat from the doorknob. Then you have the gall to insist I act happy about it? Made me look like a fool, the boy who would have been king, now forever a prince.
I hate you.
Hate you, I loathe you. Be silent at once.
Bitch.
No, you be silent, bitch. Oh my god.
Old fool.
I'll do whatever I please. You will rob me of nothing more. Oh god, that didn't went so well, did it?
Hamlet.
You've gone too far, my boy. Too far for even the Lord's greatest forgiveness. A son who treats his mother so is utterly without any redeeming light. Oh, is she gonna kill him now? My lady is blind with her pain. I must stanch this bleeding wound for her behalf. and unlike Goethe, I am far less impatient. Patience. Irma now wants to destroy Hamlet. God. There's a future event. Irma seeks guidance from gods about Hamlet. There's another future event. The royal family sits down to dine. Okay. That is concerning. Oh, it's not happening anymore? I guess not. Was anything updated on the journal? No, it wasn't. Okay, let's just fast forward this. Oh, wait. Irma and Hamlet? Is it happening right now, or what's going on? Oh no, she's going to the bar or something. Yeah. That's fine. Just fast forward this. A little bit more, a little bit more. Blah, blah, blah. Bernardo and Horatio are talking. What I want to do is... so it's at quarter past 11. Right, so... anytime now. Here at the forest path, so I'm just gonna skip forward until they're here. Alright, here we go. Find the goddamn flute, please, guys.
Bernardo?
Yes.
Alright. Wanna find it?
Bernardo.
My lord.
Alright, there we go. They found it. Royal family sits down to dine. When are they gonna give him? Also, there's something happening in the bar. Horatio and Othello? Oh, okay, that's fine. They're just swapping stories, I think. These two are doing their mission, whatever that is. Hamlet and Laertes can make amends. Alright, cool. That's good to know. Is it happening right now? No. In the future. Something's happening in the chapel. Let me go to the chapel. Oh, there's 3 events happening in the future. Oh, Irma and Gertrude's? What are they speaking about? I want to listen, actually. Hold up. Oh, is Claudius going to the... Oh, goddamn. Hold up. Not sure what's happening right now, but... Alright, what are these up to? How are you getting by, my lady? Are your spirits high? I'm managing alright. Nothing I can't handle. Do you have any more of that kohlrabi? Things I've been sort of trying these last few weeks, but eating these brought me comfort that everything might be alright. I felt like I was a girl again. Hamlet acting up again? Yes, I'm out of ideas. You need to borrow one of my spoons, I give you my blessing. I'm sure you could put it to good use. Could even help straighten out the prince. I'm still hoping it's just a phase. I'm sure you'll pass, but your offer is, as always, very kind. Alright. Let me go to the chapel. I'm not sure what these are speaking or talking about. I'm not sure. And is Hamlet just asking... Wait, Hamlet! Never mind. Let me listen to this, actually. Hold up. Are they going to eat? They're going to eat now. Laertes, wait. Can I talk to you about... maybe this? Maybe not. I don't want to cause confusion. Alright, let's see the family dinner, shall we? I hope Irma doesn't try to poison Hamlet or something like that.
Hamlet.
This is the same dialogue he had before.
Quickly!
Oh, I think she poisoned it. If the food does not please your majesty, I will return it to the kitchen at once. No need, Irma, truly. See? Delicious. Oh, she's gonna die now. Yep. Oh, goodness. I feel suddenly ill. I'm going to be sick here. I fear... Can someone help me to... What? What in God's name? Her mouth, blood, poison. What was she fed? Who put such a thing in her meal? Seize Irma immediately. Man, to me, at once. Ugh. Oh, he dies as well? She killed them both. No, my lady, I intended... She was trying to murder me. Mother! Oh my god. What is happening? Why? You idiot child. I meant it to be you. Guards, take her at once. Let her rot in a cell until I decide what to do with her. Shit. Everyone's dead now. Let me just check the journal. Oh my god. I don't want to think about what Hamlet might do to her next, but I feel some obligation to see this horrible world run its course. Okay. So, what is happening right now? Hamlet gives Laertes his flute back. Oh, that's nice. Where is he? Okay, let's go to him. Maybe the flute can be solved at once now. Oh shit. Ophelia's current event is interrupted by a sudden interlude. That's the herald's horn. Something happened. Oh my god, I don't want to listen to the announcement. Oh. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for disturbing you. There have been some troubling circumstances. The castle is in a state of emergency until my men and I are able to investigate thoroughly. The king has passed. As a result, no festivals or celebration will be observed. Okay, that's fine. She was poisoned. Yeah, her nobility will soon need me to arrange a vote in the interim by custom. Yeah, okay. So this happened before. Okay, that's fine. Hamlet will become upset. Will recover overnight. Let me go to them. Wait, what's happening now? Oh, Hamlet?
Ophelia?
A word in private, please. Oh god. He's dead. I can scarcely believe it. I just wish I knew what father would say. And mother, her life, she was caught up in all of this. What would she... Would that she still lived? She didn't deserve that. I never thought I'd make it this long. I thought everything was so dark before. I couldn't feel it, couldn't think. All I wanted to do was die. Some part of me still does. Okay. We've seen this before as well, so I'm just gonna skip it real quick. Forces at Elsinore. What do you think? Uncle looked at me. He's dead. He's gonna be king, yep.
Yes.
Now we have to decide. Still want him in our lives.
Hamlet.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no, I think. I'm gonna say no this time.
Please.
Rekindle? No. Maybe he kills me or something, I don't know. So your answer? Forgive you, Hamlet. But I cannot love you the way you loved me. Oh, I'm sorry. Last few days have been, these last few months, yeah. You and I are a tree grown together under the soil. We always have been. May come apart, but our trunks rejoin eventually, even if it's not in love. My feelings for you will always linger, but sensations other than affection grow stronger. Respect, admiration. Find my own path. I'm sorry I pushed myself onto you once more. I'll be the first to admit it, though. I am well and truly afraid. Now that your uncle's passed, no one is certain what the chain of command ought to be right now. I intend to take advantage of that ambiguity and extinguish my fear, though. Time I sat the throne. What's your plan? I don't have one, not yet. If only there were someone who could give me advice, help me through this. I might have some ideas. Okay.
Wait.
Will I see you tonight? Perhaps. Alright. So let me see what's happening. Something happening in the forest path. Oh, it's these two. That's fine. We're gonna meet the fellow as well. Good God. Can I talk to you? No, he's upset. Alright. So who shall we speak to about... let's go to Polonius. Can you give Hamlet some advice? Yeah. Can you encourage Hamlet to be a great king? Yeah. I remember when his father was his age, so young and impressionable. Having a hardened, grizzled veteran by his side will make all this much easier. Well, that's just because I'm your father. I can't be quite the warhorse you'll... I'll find him as soon as I'm able. Alright, cool. That's all I wanted to say to you. Also, where's Laertes? Oh, he's right there? Okay. That's just the advice he's going to give Hamlet.
My lord.
How is your state of mind? Better than it's been in a long time. What can I do you for, sir? Been a long time since you addressed me with any form of title. Well then, I've come to offer you a little advice. I'm sure other men and women can offer you better words on matters going on outside the castle. The nobility is a problem you must solve. How you do so is up to you, but I came here to warn you about something more formidable. There are always going to be enemies within your own walls. Something I wish your father had known deeply was that any man can be driven by jealousy to commit foul deeds. Rid yourself of enemies at court, and you will live harmlessly, young prince, I promise. Enemies at court? You mean here in Elsinore? Ah, but who would want me dead? I can only... Oh.
Yes.
You're right, Polonius. I can't believe I was so blind. Of course, there will need to be a purging when I become king.
Great care.
Anyone with a king's court understands the need for privacy and safety, my lord. None will be offended. Just please don't wait. I wish every day your father were still with us. Had we been more prudent then, he might have been. He would have been. Thank you for the advice, Polonius. I'll think on it. Very well. Alright. Cool. I'm not sure if that was very useful, but what is Quince doing here? Not sure what he's doing in the Great Hall. Is he doing the play or something? Oh, where is he at? Oh, he's not even here anymore. Horatio educates Hamlet about the future before him. Okay. Shall we see this?
Hamlet.
Everything alright? It's as if nothing's changed. He's dead, and all moves on without him. how quickly the loss of a king and queen is recoverable. Perhaps the moment after one's king has been taken is a quiet one. The game is over and must be started anew. And now I line myself up on the edge of the board. Okay, we already saw this. Gonna skip it quick. Should be a moment. What your father wanted. Cause for celebration. Okay, still feels worse, but he wants to be king. He's gonna be alright.
Hamlet? Ah.
Just needs to hear some kind words from Horatio.
Horatio.
Need to face this head on, you'll make a great king. Yep. And you can count on mine and Horatio's advice.
I will.
For a king.
Farewell.
Alright. Cool. Let me go speak to Laertes. Hold up. Let me just check if he got his missing loot back. I hope he did. I hope I can put this freaking thing to bed. And then we go and see Othello for the second time. Missing loot. Oh, I can't speak to him anymore about that? Fuck's sake. Okay. Is it done then? The missing loot's done? No, it's still here, fuck's sake. Alright, never mind then. Let's go to Othello. It's midnight already, so we must be going to him. There's something else happening in the garden. Not sure what it is, but... Ah, my mysterious paramour, we meet again. You mentioned rumors about me earlier. What did you mean by that? Oh, I don't know that they're appropriate. I misspoke. My apologies. I'm old enough to not to be shielded from what others think. Well, the few who have been within the castle walls claim you're the loveliest woman in Claudia's court. And I must say, I'm inclined to agree. There are also rumors of a less savory nature about your mother's origins and their marriage to your father. My mother was a servant. That's not a rumor, that's the truth. Is it true, then, that her mother, your grandmother, was a slave? I don't know. My father won't speak of where she came from. And I've been told never to speak of it either. You have the look of a proud Ethiopian about you. Were it not for your green eyes, I think you could be related to Empress Eleni herself. Surely you aren't saying there's more than one empress? Surely you don't think Denmark is the whole of the world? The Romans don't own everything. Haven't you been elsewhere? No, until now I never even left Elsinore except to summer in Copenhagen as a girl. And even then I rode in a carriage, a small walled box leading to a larger walled box. God above, I had no idea. How, then, do you live in a castle? Aren't you not lonely? No, of course not. I've got my father and my brother Laertes. And your friends? I'm afraid I don't have many of those. I grew up playing with my brother, the guard captain Bernardo, and the prince. Most people in the court were unkind to my brother and me. We looked odd, and they made sure we knew it. I know there are worse rumors about me floating around, so I've never known anyone my own age. Not really. I much prefer the company of the books. If a book hurts or disappoints me, I can simply close it. What is it like living here in Castletown? I've only lived here 2 years. No, Ophelia, I am Somali, and was sold into slavery as a child. I lived a slave for nearly 15 years. I can scarcely remember the village I grew up in, but it was many distant worlds away from anything I see around me now. When I was captured, I know not where my parents went. I never saw either of them again. I recall our captors put us in dark hold of a ship, hundreds of us chained so close together that we could scarcely move an inch. This for weeks, in sweltering heat, through rolling waves 100 feet high, we cried and prayed in our moving coffin. The woman next to me screamed for the first week, then died the next. I know not of what. A corpse began to stink and swell and rot beside me.
Ophelia.
There is hell. It is in the hold of that ship. I was given over to my master's house in Constantinople, sold at markets with all the other young men. I was made to convert to Islam, though as a child I had scarcely had time to know my village's pagan gods, and I learned to fight. I kept my master's gates and watched over his family as they slept. When I grew older, I saw my opportunity to bring my master great glory as a recruit in the Sultan's army of slaves. My master permitted me to leave his household and serve him there. As I trained and fought for the Sultan, I watched the Ottomans expand their empire ever westward and roll through the white-faced men like lightning. I saw the magnificence of the world unfold before me, and I learned there was an elsewhere. There were other places to be seen. When the opportunity came, I slipped my bonds of war and fled on foot to the west, where I have meandered ever since.
Othello.
I don't know what to say. I am so sorry. I cannot even imagine. All I've ever known is, well, comfort. This. You've endured so much. Could never have survived that. Don't say that. The world is full of cruelty and ugliness and gold for the taking, Ophelia. You and I alike both understand how cruel some can be. But you're correct, that likewise I find your upbringing so strange. I don't know that I can imagine it. In the same way it is hard for you to know the inside of that darkened ship. Well, come see me, then. Come see the castle. Why don't I show you the way I live? After all, I've seen your inn, and I've heard your stories. I don't know that I'd be welcome at the palace, not among lily-faced, blue-blooded Danes. Then don't come to the palace. Let me show you the gardens, the grounds, the places I love to roam and read. You'll be safe if you accompany me, I promise. The least I can do. If that's what you wish, then so be it.
This castle.
I can hardly understand what I'm seeing. The gate I passed through, it was enormous. And the greenery so maintained, and trees foreign and full-bloomed. Ophelia, how do you live here and not walk about with your mouth agape? It's all familiar to me. To me, this seems as plain as ordinary as anything else in my life. Anything becomes far less compelling when one sees it each morning. That pond, look at it, the perfect size for swimming. And I'd expected just the right temperature for a summer night. Ah, excellent. Care for a swim, my dear? I can't swim. I don't even think I can float. Fortunately for you, I can do both. Come and take my hand. Nice, with our clothes on and everything. Easy now. You can lean on me. I'll make sure you don't go under. My skirts, they're getting soaked. They're heavy like this. I suppose you'll simply have to take them off then. There's no one around to see after all. Enter a sexual relationship with Othello. Pound chicken wow wow. Here, help me with my dress. Alright. Goodness, I'm soaked through. You might not recover that. Oh! Shit. Silk and ponds scum weren't made to mix. Who's out here? Lady Ophelia? Is that you I see? Oh no. You! Oh no. Step away from Lady Ophelia at once. The royal guards? No, don't. It's alright. I'm safe. He's a friend of mine. Just put the sword away, dude. Good sir, I am Othello of... I said, step away from Lady Ophelia. She is a lady of the court. This behavior is highly inappropriate. If I were to report this to anyone... Othello, go.
What?
Leave, please. I'll handle this.
Go now.
Do as she says,
Goodbye.
Lady Ophelia. He was a friend, and you had no right to do that. I was merely trying to protect your modesty, my lady. Think of your reputation. My reputation is not yours to protect. All of my life, men have been telling me to stay indoors, speak more softly, read less, as though I were a statue. Well, I'm not. And I won't be told what to do anymore, not by you or anyone. If I am not permitted to choose for myself, I'll forge that permission by my own hands. What just happened? Othello must have returned to the bar. I ought to find him to apologize. Othello and Ophelia are lovers. Alright, so the barkeep and me was updated as well. And he's gentle and kind. Yeah. We were interrupted by Claudius. No, we weren't, but okay. I never been angry in my life. How dare he try to tell me what's appropriate for me and what isn't? I'll do what I like. Alright. We ought to go and apologize, I think. Let me just check the timeline. Shall we just go now and apologize? Why not? Let's go. Go to Othello? Yes, please.